Am I actually live? Am I actually live? Apparently I'm live. Hello, surprise. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the channel. This is Beyond Authentic. And if you don't know, my name is Lisa. I am back here on this channel with a few little announcements, a couple of updates, and just generally kind of wanted to come on and say hi because it's been forever since I've done a video here on this channel. Let me just hold on a second. Let me just put my other little light on this side. There we go. Does that make a difference? Can you see me a bit clearer? Oh, you can. Yeah, hi everyone. So just a little quick update of what's been going on really with me and Rufus, where we've been, what's been happening. As you can see by the size of my face, I've put weight on. So a little quick update. Back in March, me and Rufus came down with COVID. Him on the 8th of March, me on the 9th of March, and we were very, 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 very poorly for about 5 weeks. And so that's March into April. We're now at middle of November, and we're still really poorly. Rufus has tested for COVID in the last month and is testing negative now. So we're not actively with COVID, but we do have all of the side effects of long COVID. So basically what's happening with us at the moment is my fibromyalgia is nothing compared to the fatigue and things that I feel post-COVID. I've been really, really poorly. I can fall asleep at the drop of a hat. I absolutely just will virtually black out, but it affects my balance, it affects everything. I get headaches like I've never, ever had. Full on, feels like I've been hit around the head with a baseball bat. So we're on all sorts of medication, or I'm on all sorts of medication to treat that. Rufus, a month ago, was in hospital. COVID's affected his lungs and left him with severe issues in terms of his asthma. To the extent that moving from the lounge to the bedroom leaves him breathless and sweaty and everything. So when people say that COVID is recoverable, yeah, we didn't die, but that was in March, April, and we are now, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, 7 months on. Still really poorly. So that's had massive effects with our weight loss and with everything. So basically we have been effectively shielding since April. By the way, for those of you joining, feel free to say hi in the live chat if you're here live. That would be really nice to see people again. So I will explain a couple of things just over the next sort of 10-15 minutes or so, and then I'm going to hop off because I've actually got some other duties to do this evening, which I'll tell you about in a bit. Linda, hi, hope you're well. Hi. Yeah, so basically, Rufus was in hospital. He had some breathing issues here, getting steadily worse, and then about 6 weeks ago, it got to the point where he was really struggling. So they took him into hospital. Hi, Lee. Great to see you. Thank you very much. That's lovely. So yeah, they took Rufus into hospital and he had to stay in for a week. And then they basically kicked him out because all of the respiratory ward staff got moved to a COVID ward when we went in on the Monday. So basically we went in, long story short, we rang the doctors. Doctor said, come into the surgery. So we went into the surgery. Doctor did some tests and said, I'm not happy, go to A&E. So we went to A&E. And basically, yeah, he went into hospital and basically was told, right, we're admitting you, blah, blah, blah. They tested him for COVID. Luckily, he tested negative, but they did CT scans and everything. And yeah, we've just been, hi, Margaret, wondered where you guys have been. Oh, thank you. We're okay. We are alive. So basically, yeah, he was in hospital for a week. Then he got booted out back home because he was, because all the nursing staff and that got moved to the respiratory ward. Sorry, got moved from the respiratory ward to the COVID ward. So they were trying to like get everybody out that they could. So in theory, he's supposed to have already seen the asthma clinic as an outpatient by now, but he hasn't. We've bought one of those little blood sat things that you put on your finger that tells you your blood levels, your oxygen levels in your blood, and his to the point where when he was in hospital at 92, 93, they started giving him oxygen. He's been at 88, 89. So his oxygen levels in his blood are really poor, which basically means he's not sleeping. Everything is difficult, bless him. So yeah, so mobility wise, we're really limited at the moment, which means obviously weight has gone on. But we've got a plan to tackle this now. We're not going to do anything until after Christmas because you might not know, but I do have a second YouTube channel. So I have a YouTube channel called Authentic Beauty. And oh, Jamie, your mum had it back around March too, and she still does not have her sense of smell or taste. Wow, really sounds like you both had dreadful time with this. We have done. Thank you, Jamie. Do send my love to your mum, won't you? It has been dreadful, to be honest with you. You know, all the transmission work that we were doing, we instantly stopped and went online. So that's carried on online. But in terms of physical health, we've just been really bad. We all through the summer months when lockdown was over, the first lockdown, and people were sort of milling around and just walking around. Everyone's going, "Oh, it's fine now." We were both sort of still shielding and still having to stay in the house and get isolation deliveries and things because, you know, we just couldn't. We'd literally go out one day a week to go food shopping, and that was it because it was just so dangerous. Just so dangerous. We just couldn't do it. Just really, really dangerous. So yeah, but I do have a second channel. It's called Authentic Beauty, AU. In fact, if I put it in the chat, because AUT, oh God, that doesn't work, does it? AUTHENT1CBEAUTY. So Authentic Beauty, but the I is a 1. And I post a lot of videos on there. So basically, I felt really bad because like a lot of you have followed our journey when we lost all the weight and everything. So neither of us have had gender surgery yet. That's not happened. I was 4 days away from mine in December, and then they did my blood sugars. And nobody had told me that my H1N1 B1, whatever it's called, you know, your blood sugar, your long-term blood sugar, was going to be a factor. And because, of course, you know, 4 days away from surgery, I had some sweets. And because I had some sweets, my blood sugar was too high and they cancelled it with 4 days to go for a surgery I've been waiting 5 years for. So that was difficult. Understatement of the year, she says. Yeah, that was a really difficult process. And then, so we got through Christmas and New Year, and then everything was kind of back on track, right? Let's go back to either Slimming World or go back on to plan, and then let's just like crack on. And we started to do that, and the plan was get back on plan, get back on Slimming World. We'd signed up to the gym, so we had a personal trainer at the gym and everything. And then we got ill. And it was shocking and everything. Now we dodder around like a couple of sort of, I would say, old grannies, but you know, most grannies get around better than we do at the moment. Thank you, Linda. I've just read that. Like you as people, not by your weight loss. Missed you. Same, says Jamie. I will do some more lives on here. I'm going to do it. So I started a beauty channel. So basically, right, it's called Beyond Authentic, and the beauty channel is called Authentic Beauty. So let's be authentic, shall we? I didn't want to come on here and be like, "Hi everyone, welcome to the channel," when I'm feeling fat and like feeling like a complete fraud. Because do you know what? I lost so much weight. I was in a size 16 top and 12 bottom. And I blew it all, and it's been really hard, and my mental health has suffered. And as I've talked about before on this channel, when my mental health suffers, my eating disorder kicks in, and I eat everything in sight. I eat my body weight in whatever I can get hold of, basically. So that's been really tough to deal with, and it's just been a really hard thing to try and get my head round, sort of, you know, what's going on. But what I think I want to do in terms of this channel, and Rufus isn't comfortable being on camera at all at the moment. He really isn't. But what I think I want to do with this channel, it's called Authentic Beauty, Beyond Authentic Health. And I think I want to document our health and our recovery from COVID and I am going back to a Slimming World plan. We've already started to make a whole bunch of changes to the diet, sort of, in terms of sugar-free drinks and things, which we've always had. But in terms of making those choices, because we know all the choices, it's just, when Rufus can't stand in the kitchen long enough to make a meal, even in the microwave to put it on a plate and all of that, when he's really struggling to do that, it basically means that a lot of that is left to me, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. But then it means with my fibro that sometimes I'm really struggling. And so I don't know whether you've noticed recently, I'm starting to post meal pictures back on the Instagram post. So have a look for us on Instagram, Beyond Authentic _health, I think it is. So yeah, I would like to do a lot more lives, and I would like to come in and speak to you all because, I miss everybody on this channel. We had some really lovely subscribers and people here that were a big part of our lives. And we are going back to plan. We've got some digital scales now, not kitchen scales, bathroom scales. Although I'm scared shitless to stand on them because I am probably heavier now than I was at the beginning of my Slimming World journey. But the one thing that I've now got to bear in mind, okay, is I've had a video call from the gender clinic last week, and basically, without saying it, she's basically said that any surgery that I could be up for is going to be 2 years away. Because what a lot of people don't know is that when COVID happened, all of the gender clinic staff got moved onto standard NHS as well. So pretty much everything has stopped since March. So there's been no sort of gender reassignment surgeries. There's been no, nothing's happened. Everything's got cancelled. And it's left a lot of people in a really, really tough way, mental health wise. But for me, it gives me a window to get my weight down. And I think that's going to be my 2021 to 2022 journey, is to get my weight down and to make it manageable. I want to start vlogging again, take the dogs up to see the pony, not our ponies, but ponies at the end of the road. Take the dogs out, vlog with you, chat with you about health and how my mental health is going, how my physical health is going. We're going to update some recipes because there's been a lot of things that we've really enjoyed eating that are super on plan and super health wise. So we want to sort of, discuss that and show you some lovely recipes and things. And my slow cooker is out and on the side and has already been used this year. This autumn, because obviously it was used last winter, but recently. And the soup maker and everything else, that's all out and stuff and in use. We've got a bread maker now, so Rufus makes amazing gluten-free bread rolls and bread, which is absolutely delicious and relatively okay for those of you doing sins or points or whatever. It's relatively okay for those. I wonder what that was. It's my ring. I thought that was the palm of my hand. So yeah, I am going to be doing more stuff on here again. I'm going to be filming. Obviously, a lot of the filming that I do on the beauty channel is very sort of beauty based. So, I know, right? Get me. So if you're into makeup and beauty and skincare and things, pop over to that channel. But on here, I really want to talk about our health, mental health, physical health, the recovery, but also the weight loss journey that we're going to need to do, because I know we can't go to the gym at the moment, and I know that we're very limited as to what we can do, but I still need to get moving again. And I might not be doing the wind thingy up, the squat challenge and all of those challenges anymore, but I want to be, I want to take control. Basically what it is, right, to be honest, I have been how to put this, my eating has been controlled by the food. Food has controlled my life recently, in terms of just eat this, just eat that, just eat this. and I don't want to do that particularly anymore. And I'm allowing myself a little bit of leeway between now and Christmas, just to sort of, because I've got a month of Vlogmas planned on the beauty channel, and I'm going to try and do some videos on this one as well with some, I've got a really easy Christmas cake, a three ingredient Christmas cake, which is amazing. Like seriously amazing fruitcake. It's so moist and so delicious. It's really, really lovely. And it's got no added sugar, no nothing. The only sugar in it is from the fruit itself. It's absolutely amazing. So I want to make that and try and show you all that. And just basically, yeah, get back into the habit of talking to you all about our health. I hope that Rufus will be part of this as he feels a bit better at the moment. Sort of, if he's awake for more than a few hours, then he starts to crash, and literally will just crash, and it's been really tough. It has been really tough, and of course, as you all know, when Rufus gets his mind in it and when he's on plan, he's totally on plan. Jamie says that your eating has got out of control as well, especially at night, which I want to cut down on, being really hard. Do you know what? I think everybody is feeling that, aren't they? I mean, there's a reason why it's called the quarantine 15, is because, a lot of people put 15 pounds on in quarantine. For me, I think I probably I'm doing a quarantine 30 or something. But, I've lost the weight before. I can do it again. I need to crack on and start. That is, as I say, it's not going to happen before Christmas, just because I can't think of it, to be honest with you. I can't even get my head around it before Christmas. And it's not because I've got a cupboard full of sweets. It's just the logistics of trying to organize it when we're under lockdown, and we're literally surviving on going out one day a week food shopping and getting a food delivery to top that up. And it's not being able to sit there and do things. Sarah, so many of us have gained weight through all this. The important thing is not to give up. Exactly. And for those of you that have done Slimming World, they've got that bloody map thing, haven't they? Where you've got the direct journey and then you've got the round the houses journey. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. The thing that matters is that we're all going to be at least being mindful of it. And I believe, it's like, yeah, we might all put a little bit of weight on now, but we can get it off again, and we can get control of our health again. And for me and Rufus, one of the things that's really important is to get our weight down, which means that we are then less susceptible to COVID and less susceptible to getting it a second time. And that's a really important thing. Plus, his breathing is now difficult, and if he can get a bit of weight off as well, it'll help his breathing. My breathing, I don't know whether you can hear, but I'm a bit raspy. I don't smoke. And yet I haven't had asthma or any sort of inhaler since I was about 16, 17. I've now got a blue inhaler not because I get asthma attacks, but because I'm a little bit wheezy now and then. And sometimes, I need that additional support. And I think that, probably there's a lot of you out there that are in the same sort of position to us, whether you've come through COVID or whether you've just, because lockdown has taken its toll on you, and you are struggling mentally, and you are struggling with those demons in the back of your head that says, just open a pack of biscuits. You can stop at 3. I don't stop at 3, unfortunately. If I open a pack of biscuits, then at least half a packet goes in one sitting. And that's on a good day when I can rein in control. And I think for me, it's like, do you know what? I haven't even wanted to talk about food issues and things, because to acknowledge it means then I've got to do something about it. And there's been a little part of me that was quite liked burying my head in the sand, or burying my head in the bucket of chicken, or the bucket of popcorn. And I think that part of me really, really liked that, and really reveled in being able to just, oh fuck it, I'm going to eat this, going to eat that, going to eat the other. And I think that the minute that I start talking about it, especially once I start talking about it on this channel, especially because this whole channel is about our journey, and it does feel like we're back at square one. Although, to be honest, this isn't square one, because we now have the knowledge that we can do this. And something has changed in me in the last few days. I don't know whether it's because Biden's got in. It feels like there's a little bit of hope in the world again. It feels like the whole world has kind of let out a breath. It feels like everybody was holding their breath and like life is going to be so shit, so shit, so shit. And then Trump's got in, and everyone's like, Jesus, thank God for that. Hi, Carol. You've missed our vlogs. We are coming back, or at least I'm coming back. Hopefully, Rufus will be on camera again in little bits here and there when he feels up to it and when he's, physically able to. But yeah, like it feels like I'm making plans for next year, and I haven't been able to do that since March. Everything got cancelled and all the power got taken away, and it was really hard to deal with that. But I think that we are making plans now, and I'm making plans for next year, and I'm making plans for what I want to happen and how we're going to do it and everything else, and whether that involves Slimming World or not, because I don't know whether Slimming World is going to be doing groups, and like the idea of paying £5 a week to sit online. No, thank you. I mean, to be honest, the idea of paying £5 a week to go get weighed and be told off when you put a pound on because you wanted a pizza or something, that no, thank you. I think I'm a bit beyond that now. I don't know. I'm a bit jaded. I'm going to see how it goes in terms of groups and things, and seeing what's actually going to be available next year. But I also think that I need to take responsibility for my health, and I need to just crack on with it, and I need to stop fannying around. To be honest with you, I need to just stop using everything else as an excuse. And so yeah, I think that is the plan. So yeah, hopefully I am going to do some. As I say, I'm going to do some. We've got some recipes planned. Me and Rufus have been talking about sort of going through the Slimming World books and maybe picking out our favorite recipes. But also, like, I want to do some recipes where it can be healthy. So low sin, low points, all of that, low sugar, blah, blah, blah. But easy. So that if people are struggling with either their mental health or their physical health, things that you can do in a one pot, things you can do in a slow cooker, things you can, do my favorite thing, which we're already planning for next week. In fact, I might film it. I'm not promising, but I might film it because we're going to do tacos. So we've got some taco shells and we've got some, lean mince. And we're going to do that. So we'll have tacos one day, and then that mince we're going to put in the other half of the packet mince is going into the slow cooker with some soy mince, the TVP soy mince, and vegetables and everything else, and it will be turned into a stew or maybe a chili. I haven't decided yet, but I do slow cooking meals in the winter. I normally do one where it'll be a stew on the Monday. And then because there's only two of us, like we'll have a good amount of food on the Monday, like healthy, super healthy stew. And then what's left in the slow cooker, hi Rachel, what's left in the slow cooker will get turned into a chili the next day or turned into a curry the next day by just adding in a few more ingredients. And basically that is something that last year was a godsend. Forget about COVID. It was just like, that's what I've done for the last couple of years. And now being so poorly, and especially with the fibro playing up and everything, it basically means that I don't know whether I'm going to be able to stand and cook tomorrow. So being able to have something in the slow cooker and then be able to adapt it for the next day is great, and so I'm going to film things like that. And if that's something that interests you, then please do put comments, down below once the live stream is ended, which I'm going to end it now in a minute because I'm actually the moderator for a friend's YouTube channel as well, because basically since March we've not gone out. The mental health work that I do for the LGBTQ community has moved online, so I now sit here online. Debbie, you were thinking about me last night. Oh, in a good way, I hope. It wasn't one of those, like, oh God, I've forgotten whether I can be rude with you lot or not, but I'm just going to say it. It wasn't one of those things, was it? Like when you're getting ready for the moment and you're like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And, it used to be Think of Margaret, what was it? Think of Margaret Thatcher naked. You weren't like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Think of Lisa. Oh, that's it. I can keep going for another half hour. It wasn't that, was it? You know what I mean? Oh, I've missed you guys. Right, anyway, I do need to wrap up now because, as I said, I'm actually a moderator for a friend's YouTube channel and she's about to go live. and I'm her spanner. So if you see in the live chats, when you get a moderator, they've got a little spanner next to their name. Rachel, yes, please. I love watching your food vlogs. Oh, bless you. We are going back. I am coming back to it. I am coming back to it. It's been one of those things that has been missing. It's like, I was about to say, it's like chopping off your arm, but like none of us have done that. So nobody knows how that feels. But it is like, if you give up a hobby and then like you start then watching something on telly and you see somebody, say you used to paint, and then you watch somebody on telly painting and you're like, don't think much of that. Maybe I should get the brush out. I've been watching a lot of like foodie YouTubey stuff recently, and there's a lot of it. I'm like, really, really, Jesus, no, really. And so there's a little part of me that's like, God, get the camera out, go on, just start filming. So yeah, so I am going to do that. And there will be what I think I might do in Christmas, because I've got a couple of things like making these snowmen here behind me. I've made them. Aren't they cool? They're really cool. I'm going to film a video on how to do it and put it on the beauty channel on Authentic Beauty. So I think I might post it on here as well, if you want that. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. I just wanted to come on and basically give you a quick update. Like, oh my God, I'm so fat. And like wrinkly now. Look at my forehead. Look at my wrinkles. I know, right? I was going to get Botox this year, and now I do a shit ton of skincare and stuff. But like my makeup's been on all day, literally all day, and it's now like 8 o'clock at night, and I haven't taken it off yet. And my foundation, I'm still trying to find a good primer foundation combo. So yeah. But yeah, so anyway, I've got to go because like my friend is coming on at 8 o'clock, so I need to go off and do that. Do join me over on Authentic Beauty. I release videos about 3 or 4 times a week, and I do 2 live streams on a Thursday morning and a Sunday evening. I'll put the details once this is over and it's popped up on YouTube. I nearly said Facebook. Popped up on YouTube. I'll put a little thing over on it. Just where you can find the other beauty stuff, because it will be lovely to see some of you over on that channel as well. But I really do want to use this channel to document our new journey towards health, which is very different to what we planned. But yeah, anyway, thanks ever so much for watching this. And thank you so much for those of you that have left comments and left comments on other videos, like questioning where we were and if we were still alive, and if I've finally cracked and eaten Rufus, and all of that. And so thank you so much to everybody who's kept us in your thoughts and just thought about us and watched our videos and all of that. It's been really lovely, and I will be back, and probably Rufus will pop in from time to time as well. So anyway, thank you so much, everybody. And remember, as we always say, happy slimming. We don't say that anymore, do we? What can we say? Happy fooding, happy foodie, happy eating. We'll work on it. I'll see you all soon. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much to everyone in the comments. Yay. See you soon. I promise.